Yo, it's your boy Logos, and today I want to react to Carlee Russell's family finally discussing what she did, which is lie and make up a story about her being kidnapped. And I'm curious to see if they're going to take accountability for what she did or come up with some excuse where she's going through a lot, mental health not well, all this other nonsense, as if she shouldn't be held responsible for lying, making up some type of kidnapping, human trafficking story, and honestly looking up stuff obviously related to a fake story. I don't understand how people fell for it, but regardless, I'm curious to see if people are actually gonna be accountable. People were sending prayers. They was really invested in this woman, but she's a liar. She's full of shit. And I'm curious to see if her parents are full of shit too. And maybe that's where she got it from. So let's get into it.
That moment you all first laid eyes on her again, what was it like?
To me, I mean, just so much joy. And
This morning, in an exclusive sit-down with NBC News, the parents of 25-year-old Carlee Russell are speaking out, describing the moment their daughter appeared on their doorstep after being missing for more than 48 hours.
What did you do when you saw her?
we tried to hug her as best we could, but I had to stand back because she was not in a good state. So we had to
What?
stand back and let medical professionals work with her. But
Wait. Am I? Maybe I just misremember the story, but I thought she walked home. She showed up home, and then they called authorities after she was already there, saying that she's no longer missing. She walked home. I literally just watched a press conference about them talking about. So unless I completely heard it all wrong, what does she mean? The mom mean that they couldn't hug her when she showed up because they was working on her? How, how would the paramedics already be working on her before you could see her and hug her if she had to show up at your house first and you didn't know she was coming back? It sounded like you giving up on your story. It sounded like you knew some shit or you already know this is full of shit, but you just slipped up. Because I can't imagine how could the paramedics be there at the same time shows up at your doorstep unless Carlee had a phone and called them herself. But okay, maybe I'm just missing something, but it just doesn't make sense.
it's
Last Thursday,
You're not even
police say
crying.
Carlee called 911
God
to report a toddler walking alone on the interstate.
It's pitch
She pulled
black.
over while on the phone with a family member who described hearing Carlee scream.
Her vehicle's unlocked, running. All her personal belongings except for her phone.
On the scene, police found no sign of Carlee or a child, and they say no children were reported as missing during that time period. The
course
Russells waited in agony until Saturday night.
there were actually just so many calls and texts from people who maliciously lied to us. I just didn't know.
The only person who maliciously lied was your daughter. Listen, I don't give a fuck about her tears. I don't care. Like, your daughter was in no danger. She made all this stuff up. And now you're gonna play into this nonsense and protect your daughter. I understand that's your daughter, but you're gonna play into this nonsense and protect her and act like you're really crying and hurt or went through some on national television. Fuck you.
People could be so evil.
Yeah, like your
Authorities
daughter.
have not indicated where Carlee was during the 48 hours she was missing or what happened. Her parents declined to share what their daughter told them, citing the ongoing investigation.
And can you tell me what happened Saturday night? Did you just get a knock at the door?
Anything leading to the case itself, we can't discuss that.
But
Oh, of course you couldn't. Of course, related to the case, you said you wanted to hug her, but you couldn't. But now you can't tell her, was it a knock at the door and that's how you knew she was there? Because that contradicts your story about not being able to hug her because of EMS. There's no reason why you couldn't hug your daughter as soon as you see. Like, this is the whole idea that you wouldn't hug your daughter after you thought she could have been dead or trafficked, regardless of EMS. Come on. Come on. This is stupid. She thinks I'm stupid, just like Carlee Russell thought we was all
they
stupid.
say speculation about the circumstances surrounding Carlee's disappearance
I didn't
are
know it was
only
10
making
days ago.
things worse.
She's having to deal with the trauma of
You're not
people
even
just
crying.
making completely false allegations about her.
Her family now
You
urging
make
the
me
public
sick.
to let the investigation play
make
out,
me
but
sick.
mentioning an abductor. Her mother asking to read a brief message to the public.
Carlee has given detectives her statement
A bullshit
so
statement.
that they can continue to pursue her abductor.
Do you believe that there
She hasn't even done her second interview with the police as of 2 days ago, I think, because I just did the reaction to the whole press conference. And the guy, I guess he's a police officer or some type of role in the detective work or something like that, said that he hasn't spoken to Carlee and the police hasn't spoken to Carlee since her first statement when she was getting treatment. And they didn't go into deeper details because they thought that she was legitimately kidnapped, or they just didn't want to be disrespectful. So they gonna wait a couple days, but they still haven't been able to talk to her. And this interview was like 2 days ago too, so it should be around the same day that that press conference happened and this interview happened, or maybe even earlier, because they gotta cut this up and make it look all nice and good, do at some lighting, all the bullshit they do for television to make people look bad or look good, depending if they're trying to sell a message. But either way, I'm not this damn stupid.
there's an
Fuck 'em all.
abductor still out there?
And fuck Carlee.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
NBC News
Yeah,
has
'cause
reached
it's
out to the
fucking
Hoover
Carlee.
Police
That's why
Department
it's
to
out
ask
there.
whether they're looking for an
It's a
individual
Spider-Man meme.
involved. Police have just said they're following up on all information provided by Carlee.
And when I talked to you all on Saturday, you also said
God.
your daughter is a fighter.
He's not even crying.
And she would find a way back to you.
I felt that in my heart.
Is that
Yo,
what
because you
happened?
talked to her a
She
few minutes
did. She
earlier.
found her way back to us. However,
Because it was
we
planned.
can't discuss the details of that.
Because she'll go
But
to
they say
prison or
one
jail.
thing is clear.
Do you believe she was fighting for her
Oh,
life?
she definitely fought for her life. There were moments when she physically had to fight for her life.
I
and
want
there
to
were
go back.
moments
Hold
when
on,
she
hold
fought-
on, hold
But they
on.
say one thing
Look at the dad. Look at the dad.
is clear.
Do you believe she was fighting for her
Oh,
life?
she definitely fought for her life.
Look at he fucking shook his head. No, it didn't look like a nod to me. He didn't say anything in this whole interview because he know his daughter and his wife is full of shit, and it's embarrassing. He can't even just flat out lie. That's why he's quiet. And we asked, "You think she was kidnapped and had to fight for her life?" He literally did like a short shake. Like it's so bullshit to him. He can't even lie on television with his wife about it, unless I'm seeing stuff wrong. But look at
One thing is clear.
Do you believe she was fighting for her
Oh,
life?
she definitely fought for her life. There were moments
bullshit.
when
See,
she
he know
physically
it.
had
He
to
know
fight for
it.
her life,
He
and there
know
were
it. At
moments
least she got some
when
respect and not just
she
sit there
had to
and nod his head like an
mentally
idiot.
Fight for her life.
But she
Wait.
Fought for her life. There were
Wait.
moments when she physically had to fight for her life, and there were moments
She was
when
lost.
she had to mentally fight for her life.
She's still meant to fight because
but
she's
she made it
stupid.
back to you.
She made it back.
She never
Yeah,
left.
she did make it back. All right, Priscilla, so investigators are obviously
This
busy on
interview is a
case.
joke
What
too,
are
but
they
who knows? Maybe our boss just said don't press her, don't ask any questions that require IQ over level 50, because this is a joke.
looking into
Full
going
of shit.
forward?
What you? Okay.
Yeah, Hoda, right now they're analyzing that initial 911 call and also that traffic cam video showing that car driving on the interstate very slowly with its flashers on, believed to be Carlee's car. And of course, they're looking at the evidence from the crime scene, including the car and her cell phone, which was found.
She probably chose to do this at night too because she know it would have been a lot harder to see who or where kidnapped her. Like it's so full of shit. People would have seen somebody come out the woods, pick her ass up, drag her by her wheel, and go off, and somehow get the kid too. Like if all this stuff happened in broad daylight, somebody would have definitely seen it. It would have blown up a lot faster. But she knew to do this stupid, idiotic stuff at night. But the fact that it was at night, I thought it was bullshit because she's not gonna see no damn little baby at night driving on the freaking highway at like 60, 70, 80 plus miles per hour in a nice BMW too. But I'm an idiot. Okay.
Found on the roadway nearby. Police say that they have been able to account for all of her steps leading up to her disappearance, but those 48 hours when she was gone still remain a mystery. Hoda?
Yeah, leaving behind her phone, her pocketbook, and all those things. A lot of things that investigators are looking into. Priscilla, thank you.
So foolish.
Hey, thanks for
I do like
watching.
this guy.
Don't miss the Today Show.
My mom used to watch the Today Show growing up a lot, and I like Al Roker, but he's pretty cool. I don't watch this bullshit show now or much like media on TV now because it's all bought and paid for. It's not really truthful. If it is, it's like their side of the truth. It's biased, but Clearly you can't even get an honest interview nowadays. The fact that that father like legitimately shook his head when they asked, "Did I fight for her life?" Like, come on, like, look at he not even looking at the woman because look at the mother's eyes is looking towards this direction, but he like looking off into space. He blacked out. He just ready for this to be over with. This is a joke. The mother is a joke. Carlee Russell is a joke. And if you believe that, I honestly, I hope I understand why you would believe it because you just want somebody to be safe. But just think about the details. No matter who it is, no matter how old they are, no matter their color, their gender. Come on, like stuff just doesn't make sense. Juicy Smoulier didn't make sense. Carlee Russell doesn't make sense. Her mother doesn't make sense. The only thing in this interview that made sense was the father shaking his head no quickly just by instinct when they asked did she have to fight for her life. Nothing happened to Carlee. She is a liar. I hope she gets what's coming to her, and I won't feel bad for her. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. It's your boy Logos, and I'll see you next time. Peace.